Hello there, wonderful people. Stalkfish is an activity monitoring tool which gives you real-time actionable insights happening behind the scenes on your site. It also helps you get notified when your site is on attack and keeps you in control of all the events that have happened or yet to happen. Not just that, you can also share these events publicly, record crucial details, and more tools to keep your site safe and accountable. In this video, we'll see how you can set up a site for monitoring alerts and tools offered by Stalkfish. So let's jump right in. From Stalkfish.com, we begin by clicking on Start for Free Sign Up button. It'll help us create a free account. You can either fill the form manually or use one of our social login options right here. For this example, we're going to be using the Google Sign Up. Once at the Google Sign Up page, proceed with the basic login steps. Post authentication, let's enter a team name as it is a required step. You can either enter your personal name or use your business name. I'm going to call it Team Stalkfish for this example and hit create team. From the app dashboard, click on Add Site button. At the first step, we'll enter dev.dashwork.xyz as our website. After that, the app will fetch the site title along with the site favicon. Let's click on Connect. Log into your WordPress site if not logged in already. Next is to approve the application. Back at app, let's select the time zone and hit confirm. At last, hit install it. The app will now install and configure the Stalkfish WordPress plugin on the site. Our site is now connected to the app and ready for activity logging and monitoring. Let's now visit how site activity is logged in real time at the app. We have both the site and the app open in two halves of the screen. Let's now trigger an activity such as plugin activation or deactivation. As you can see, it's already logged in our app. Similarly, let's do a change at user's profile by updating the user's website URL. And here it is in the app. You can think of any change or activity at your website and it will be logged into the app. We have covered the activity logging part. Now let's take a look at the log data in our app. At this site logs page, we have quite a few things to talk about. Here we are presented with the log table populated with all the data from site activities. One more thing to note here is there's a super fun graph which will show up at this page once we have a few days of activity. At the very top left, we will see a quick site status icon. Now to the very top right, we also have two buttons. One is for enabling disabling real-time updates. Second takes you to the site settings. Site settings holds the fields as seen on the site setup page if you wish to update these at any point of time. Coming back to the site logs, each activity in the log table will be presented with its context, action, user, message, and the time of occurrence. In the very first column, we can select or multi-select logs. In the very last column, we have event actions specific to each row. Let's take a quick look at them. First action is for quick sharing links. Second action takes you to the single event page. Third action is to quick delete the log. Don't worry, we'll also take a look at how sharing links work and single event page data in the later part of this video. At the very bottom of this table, there will be a pagination bar once there are more events to show. Okay, so the site log page looks pretty good for now. Let's visit a single event page. Here, an event data is divided in 4 separate tabs, namely details, user, meta, and runtime. Let's start by looking at the details tab. This tab contains the context, a subcategory, action, which is the type of event, pipe, which is the parent category and the IP address of the initiator. Second is the user tab. This tab contains important data for the user who triggered this event, aka initiator. Third is the meta tab. This tab contains the data specific to the event and will always be different for different type of events. If we take a look in this event, it holds data related to the user since this is an user profile update event. More importantly, this will also show previous and updated values, both at times when available. Fourth and the last is the runtime tab. This is where we have site and server related information, all from the time of occurrence for this event. Last but not least, we also have a delete button here if we wish to delete this event. We have switched back to the site logs again. Let's take a look at how to use the link sharing feature for events. Click on link share button from any row, which once clicked will open a short pop-up with a single option for setting the link expiry. Link expiry options includes the following. One view, which expires after the link is opened once. Other options range from 1 hour to 30 days. Let's now create a link and set it to expire after a single view. Click on open link share button and it will open the link in a new tab. Since we set the expiry to only a single view, if we now refresh the page, it will say maximum views reached as expected. We now know how to set up a site for monitoring and looking into the logs. Let's now try a critical feature that notifies you once an event occurs directly to your mail. We're talking about alerts, obviously. Currently, we support email notifications, but we plan to add more in the coming months. At the alerts page, let's create our first alert to notify us once a plugin is deactivated. We are now presented with a 3-step form for creating an alert. The fields available in this form are nothing but a way to target the event's data as seen at single event page and logs table. First step, this includes 3 options: alert name, sites, and environments. Let's give this alert a name of plugin deactivations. Sites and environments field can be targeted, but since we only have one site and a single environment, we can leave them as is. Second step is for event conditions. Let's set these up carefully to trigger for our needed alert. Pipe field holds the parent category for all events. We can even set a custom keyword if an option for our event category is not available in the list. We'll select installer from the list. Context field holds the subcategory for event and options are different for each pipe. Setting a custom keyword is also an option here. We'll select plugins context from the list. Action field is no different. We have a custom keyword option here as well. As you can see in the list, we'll select deactivated action from the list. Initiator field is used to target a user. We have only 2 options here, any or a custom. Any will trigger any or all users, and custom will require a username for a target. We'll leave it as is for now. Lastly, in this step, we also get an option to select whom to notify for when the alert is triggered. We can either select a user or a team here. If we select the team, it will notify everyone registered in that team. For now, we'll leave it set to user. Third step is for setting up an interval, so that once an alert is triggered, it will be snoozed till the time set here for any more similar events. Interval field has options ranging from 5 minutes to 30 days. Let's leave it as is for now. We have our alert form ready. Let's hit save rule. And just like that, our alert is now active. Let's trigger the alert we just created. We have both the site and the mail inbox opened in 2 halves of the screen. Head to the plugins page and deactivate any plugin. Once you hit deactivate, the alert we created for this will trigger and send us an email. Here it is, with a few important details for the event. We also get an option here to directly visit this event single page. That does it for alerts. We can at any point update, delete existing alerts or create as many as needed. Hopefully this all provides a sense of using Stalkfish to monitor for any or critical use cases. Now let's finish this with a quick look at app usage calculations. At the users page, we have three important counters as per the plans. First counter shows how many events your team has used out of the total available. Second is for shared links. You can delete your existing links to have this limit released. Third shows the date for when your monthly usage resets. You also have a quick upgrade option here, which you can use to switch the plan at any point of time. That's it for this video. We have a lot more features in active development and we are super excited to hear what do you guys think about it. Cheers.